What's a bus?
A bus is a kind of a wagon.
Is it like a wagon with horses on the
No,
front?
it's a no.
Who's the teacher?
I am this one.
Joe, you got the good seat. Okay, that's good. One of you sitting there, and one of you sitting there. I'll let them surrounded. All right. Now, what's my name?
Gardener Bob.
Gardener Bob. Who told you that?
The lady in the kitchen.
The lady in the kitchen?
This is
Amy?
Amy. Yeah.
Amy told you? Okay. Well, she's staying ahead of the game. Now, if we went out to the garden right now, there'd be all kinds of tomatoes and plants growing, and things we could pick to eat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What happened? What happened Monday?
We got snow.
Got snow? How cold did it get?
Freezing.
I think with the wind chill, it got down below 0. You think there'd be any plants left out there in the garden?
No.
I better go walk out there right now. There wouldn't be anything out there. 'Cause everything got frosted. Well, they got frosted a long time ago. We got frost and all those plants turned black and they all died. And if you were smart, you picked all the tomatoes and all the things out there and save them so you'd have something to eat during the winter time. Now, besides eating those things in the winter, you also got to save a little bit of food for when?
Summer. Spring.
Spring. And in order to have food start to grow in the spring, what do you have to save? Anybody know?
We've got farmers out here. Think about it.
Seed.
If I would take one of those colored squashes over there, one of those gourds, I'd cut it open. Down inside of it, what are you gonna have?
Seeds.
A whole bunch of seeds. And they're gonna be all gooey and messy. You're gonna have to rinse them off, lay them out on a towel or something in the sun and let them do what?
Dry.
Dry. Now, you could take and roast those and you could do what with them?
Plant them. Eat them.
Eat them. If I roasted them, you'd have to eat them. If I just leave them alone like this, what could I do with them?
Plant them.
Plant them. So I'd have to save some seeds for some plants all winter. So I'd have seeds to plant in the garden. Now what do I plant these seeds in?
Soil.
Soil. What else do you need for them to grow?
Water.
Water.
Sun.
And sun. What else do they need? We breathe in oxygen and expel what?
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah. And then the plants use that to breathe. And what do they expel?
Plant.
No. Oxygen. Now who uses oxygen to breathe?
Us. All of us.
How come, I should see everybody's hand up. You have to have oxygen to breathe, all right? So far we've got what? The dirt, we've got water. Did you guys say sun?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta have air. What else do the plants need?
Soil.
Oh, I already said soil.
Sun. Sun.
You guys ever take vitamins?
Vitamins.
How many of you take vitamins in the morning? What do you call them? Flintstone vitamins? You just take vitamins?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure there's a vitamin. You have to have vitamins. Now, plants can't eat vitamins. So you have to go in the barn with a shovel, scoop up something out of the animal stalls, put it in a wheelbarrow. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You do? What's it called?
Poop.
Poop, okay. It's called poop. But how many of you have a dog at home? How many of you have to pick up that stuff?
My dad.
Oh, your dad does it?
Me.
You know, you guys
I
could,
think people
My grandson was complaining, he's in first grade, he was complaining, I don't have any way of making any money. I said, well, go around the neighborhood, everybody has a dog. Tell them you'll come over every other day and pick up the poop in the backyard. And they can pay you money to do that. For every one you find, you get a quarter. Okay? It's just like hunting for Easter eggs. There's no difference between it. So you can make money doing that. If you got a lot of dogs in your neighborhood, you can make a fortune. You figure every other day, all year round, it's a lot of money. I told my grandson that. He said, that sounds like a poopy job. I go, you're right, it is. Now, if I would eat every plant, the beans and the radishes and the potatoes for French fries, if I would eat every one of those plants when I pick them, I didn't save any of them, or I didn't save all these little seeds. What are these seeds out of? Anybody know?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Hey, if you cut the pumpkin up, you reach down inside there, you end up with a bunch of pulp that has seeds in it. Now you take and rinse them off, you lay them down on a towel, let them dry, then what can you do with them? How many of you would roast them and then eat them? Did you do that with all of them?
Yes.
No, because you have to save some of them for what?
Spring.
It's spring, so you can put them where?
In the ground.
In the ground, and let them grow into more pumpkin vines. So you can't eat all the food you pick. Now if I would take and cut open an apple, what's inside of an apple?
A seed.
A seed, so I could save apple seeds. What's inside of a watermelon?
Watermelon seeds.
Okay, so I could save them. Let them dry. Okay, what's inside of a tomato?
Seeds.
Seeds. Okay. What's inside of a radish?
Seeds.
How many of you have ever seen a seed inside of a radish? Have you ever seen a seed inside of a radish? How many of you cut a carrot open and found seeds in a carrot? I don't think so. There's some vegetables that don't have seeds inside of them. How many of you can find seeds inside of green bean? Yeah, they've got seeds inside them. But some of you have seen seeds inside of a radish?
No.
There isn't any seeds inside of a radish. There isn't any seeds inside of a carrot. How many of you have seen seeds inside of a lettuce leaf? There isn't any. So if you can save seeds from a pumpkin and seeds from beans and seeds, kernels of corn, where are you going to get the seeds for a radish and a carrot?
No.
Where are you going to get them from?
Nowhere.
Well, I'll tell you a mystery. Here's where you get them. If I leave some of those radishes in the garden, I'll leave some of the carrots in the garden, they'll grow bigger, and all of a sudden they'll start sprouting a stem. They'll grow up and up and up, and then they'll start getting flowers at the top of it. Now, something's going to come along and pollinate those flowers.
Bees.
Bees. Okay? Once they do that, those flowers will start getting a bud or a seed pod in the middle of them. Now, if I let them grow for a while, I can take and snip those off, put them inside a vase, and let them dry. And then when they get dry enough, I can take a piece of paper, fold it, and take those flowers and turn them upside down and shake it real hard. What's going to fall down on the paper? Seeds for a radish, seeds for a carrot, seeds for different types of vegetables that don't have seeds inside of them. Now, if you let a plant like that grow up and bloom, that's called letting it bolt. If you let it bolt and then pick it and let it dry, you can shake it and seeds come out of those. Now, how big are those seeds are going to be? Are they going to be as big as these? Oh, they'll be real little tiny ones. Sometimes the gardener will forget, and you have a bottle, and you put seeds from the carrots, seeds from the radishes, seeds from the turnips inside the bottle. They get all mixed together. Then what's going to happen?
They get mixed up.
When you plant them in a row in the garden in the dirt, you're going to have radishes and carrots and different things growing in the same row of vegetables. Okay? So I guess if you pick them all different at the same time, you can make a salad. Okay? You'd have the lettuce and all that stuff growing together. You can pick all those things, except for what? You want to pick all of them and eat them?
No.
You'll let some of them grow up and get a stem and a flower on so you can save the seeds in the fall. Now, if you don't save seeds, are you going to have anything to plant the next spring? Nope. So you got to save all different types of seeds. This jar bottle here has kernels of what?
Corn.
If you let the corn grow up in the garden and it starts getting ripe, guess what? That animal sneaks around and tries to get in the garden and get the corn.
Rabbit. Deer.
No, this animal has a mask.
Raccoon.
Raccoons. They can smell sweet corn from a mile away. When it starts getting ripe, they'll start sniffing and they'll figure out which way the air is coming from, and they'll take off, heading for that garden. Now, there's a way people used to take care of that. They set traps. One of the men could go out there, the servants, with a gun and shoot them, and they could cook them the next day for lunch. Or they could send their children out there that were 6 or 7 years old. How old are you guys?
7.
Well, look at this. We got a whole bunch of recruits. People that could be in the garden all night. Go out there when it starts getting dark and sit out there all night. You heard something rustling around in the plants and you waited. What do you think it'd be? So I'd send you out there with a pan and a wooden spoon. Every time you heard something sneaking around in the garden trying to get the corn, what would you do?
Smack it.
No, what would you bang it on the pan? Use the wooden spoon to hammer on the pan. What would that do?
Scare
It would scare the raccoon. He'd run away. Now, if you didn't do that, would you have any corn to eat?
No.
Would you have any seeds to save?
No.
No. Now, I got a question for some of you. If you pick this corn fresh and you boil it for a little bit, how would you eat this? How would you eat it? Some of you smile. Smile. You smile. Is there any teeth on the top? Yeah, you got some coming in. How many of you are missing teeth? Okay, so when my granddaughter started losing her teeth, she's in 2nd grade. She used to eat corn like this. Instead of using her front teeth and her bottom teeth to bite off kernels of corn, she was missing those teeth. So how's one way you could take and eat the corn? Put it on the side. I knew you knew how to do that. Because I looked at you and he thinks he's a raccoon. What's another way you could eat the corn? Your mom would probably cut corn off the cob and you could eat it just on your plate, okay? Corn would be easier to eat than what other vegetable? Guess what kind of seeds these are? Those are green peas. Green peas? How come those are not green?
Because they're seeds.
They're seeds and they dried Have you saved some of the green peas? You take and snap them open, get all those dry seeds out of there, and put them in a bottle, and then you would have seeds you could plant in the garden. Okay? Guess what's in this one? I open this up. I get beans out of it. What kind of beans do those look like? If you soak those in water, what could you use them in? Anybody know? How many of you like chili? So those look like chili beans?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna let you eat any of them. Because you eat too many of those beans, guess what you did? What'd you say?
I said what?
I thought you said fart.
Ah!
More beans you eat, the more you toot, the more. Okay, everybody sit back down. So I would save those beans, I'd plant them in the garden. I'd save tomato seeds. Now the inside of the tomato, I'd rinse them off and let them dry just like I did the pumpkin seeds. Watermelons have seeds in them.
Yeah.
So I have to save watermelon seeds to plant in the garden the next spring. How many of you like to roast the pumpkin seeds? And then you eat them? If you roasted all of them, what would you have in the spring? You wouldn't have anything. So what was the important thing to do? You guys need to quit sneaking around back there behind that cabinet. Because I got a blackbird sitting up there on top watching you. See him?
That's fake.
Does it look like a fake bird?
Yeah.
Don't yell. There's all kinds of animals in here. Now I plant some of this corn in a garden. And sometimes when you're driving down the road, like when you came down here this morning, there's great big places that have things planted are all the same. And those are called what? So if we have a lot of corn in the same place, it would be called a what?
Field.
A field. Okay. So I plant soybeans all together. That's called what kind of field? A soybean field. I plant all the corn together. It'd be called a cornfield. Okay. Now why do I grow corn in a great big field? What am I going to do with it? I know you pick it in the fall and you save it. What do you feed it to?
Chickens.
Chickens. What else? You don't know? The goats eat corn?
Yeah.
How many of you have been to a pet zoo before? And you get a handful of what? Corn. What eats it? You save it and put it in your mouth and eat it?
No.
What eats it?
Goats.
The goats do. What else eats corn?
Chickens.
Turkeys. You want to feed a lot of it to turkeys because if they eat a lot of it, they'll get bigger and fatter. And then you can have them for Thanksgiving. Now, I've got a great big jar here that I've saved corn in. I'm not going to plant this in the garden. I'm going to plant this where?
In the field.
In the field, okay? So I've saved all this for in a field. It's full, oh my gosh. There's a mouse that lives here at Stephenson House. He's a Stephenson House mouse. And his name is Henry. Is somebody named Henry? You are? Wait a minute, let me look. No, you don't look like a mouse. He got in there. He got in there. He got into the corn. And guess what he did?
Ate it.
He ate it, and guess what happened to him?
His belly got.
He was skinny when he squeezed in there, but he ate a lot of it. Now what's wrong with him?
He's fat.
What's happened?
He's fat.
What made you think of fat?
Your tummy.
My
Because
tummy?
he ate too much.
I think he ate too much too. And now his stomach is too big for him to squeeze out of that jar. If I try to pull him out by his ears, he'll start squealing. Come here for a minute. Come around here. If I grab you by the ears, what are you going to do? Scream? That's probably the same thing that happened to Henry the Mouse. Now, I guess he's going to have to stay in there. Get back in there, you little rat.
It's a mouse.
Oh wait, it's a mouse. I'm sorry. I called him a rat. That's mean.
Now he's going to be bad.
Okay, so if later on that weird looking lady that was out there with the bell earlier, if she asks you if anybody saw Henry the Mouse, you're all going to say, yes. And she's going to say, where'd you see him at? You're going to say, he was in the carn. What's this called? Corn jar. Henry was in the corn jar. We couldn't get him out because he's too fat. And if you pull his ears, he'll squeal. He'll scream. He'll say, ouch! Okay, give me your ears from that. He's not a mouse. Okay, so your name's Henry? My grandson, his name's Henry. Guess what yesterday was?
3.
He was 6, now he's what?
7.
Now he's 7. So he had a birthday yesterday. Okay. I should have made him come here today. I could have pulled his ears. Okay, so what's this called?
A corn jar.
Corn jar. Who's in it?
Henry.
Don't forget that. Because that lady out there isn't going to know, and you're going to have to tell. Wait a minute. She's standing in here right now. So she knows. Okay? So how'd you get radish seeds? Anybody remember? How do you get radish seeds?
First sunflower.
Do you let them go ahead and grow a stem? What gets on top of the stem? A flower. And then after the bees pollinate it, you let it bloom, and it starts getting bud. And you'll cut it off, put it inside. Well, I can't put it in this one, because Henry will be eating the flower too. You put it somewhere and let it dry, and then what do? Get a piece of paper, fold it, lay it on a table, turn it upside down. What shakes out of it? Seeds. Okay, good job.